welcome to the call. Again, my name is Josh Feltz. I'm super excited to be able to share with you what we have going on here with Beat the Banks Network. This is something that is just absolutely mind-blowing. I have my good friend DJ Baby Drew with me here on the call. I also have the honor and privilege for all of you to be able to get to be introduced tonight to the man himself, the legend himself, Quicksilver, who is the one who invented the software. But Drew, you've been using the software. You have what, 3 of them set up right now?
Yep.
So what's been your experience? Just, you got 3. Obviously you like them, or you wouldn't have set up 3.
My experience is that I'm addicted to looking at my phone now. I mean, it's incredible. After the first one, I had it run for a couple of days, and then I was just like, all right. I did the second one, had it run for a couple of days, and I was like, all right, let me set up all 3 now. So it's amazing. Like, I mean, as promised.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So look, guys, this is what I want to do. I want to honor the time that you have. I want to break down a little bit of what we have going on. Let me go ahead and pull up my screen. But I first want to say thank you for taking the time out of your night tonight to come and see what we have going on. If someone invited you here, what you can do while I'm pulling this up is go ahead and just send them a quick message saying thank you, because it's not every day that people lead you to something that's actually real and something that you're going to see undeniable documentation for tonight. So let's get this party kicked off. We have 93 people on the call as we speak. Let's get this thing on the road. So what I want to do is I first want to welcome all of you to Beat the Banks Network. What you're going to see tonight is very, very, very simple. This is going to be absolutely life-changing for you, because for the first time ever, we've finally found a way for artificial intelligence to not be something that just benefits the wealthy, but actually has the ability to benefit the masses. And the facts are the masses need money. And we're in a situation, and we live in a day and a time that if there was something out there that had the ability to generate, let's just even say an extra $400, $500, $600 a month, give me a 5 in the chat box if an extra $500 a month would be something that would be absolutely beneficial to you. Okay? What we're gonna show you tonight is how to discover and how to see for yourself the power of this AI Forex software. And the good news is it does all of the work and you keep all the profit. To Beat the Banks Network, I'm the founder of Beat the Banks, and I want to break down why Beat the Banks came into existence. We had a desire to show people how to actually beat the banks. If you don't know this, I'm going to break down something to you that I believe everybody should know. The fact is, if you have money sitting in the bank right now, your money is already making money in the market that we're about to show you. Now, the facts are that this is not common knowledge to the average person, right? When you ask people, hey, what is Forex? Most people have no idea, right? So what's really, really powerful is the banks are making money off of our money using artificial intelligence. Now we have the ability as the masses to now have artificial intelligence working for us. So here's my question to all of you. If you have the ability, or better question, if someone's gonna make money off of your money, would you rather it be the bank or would you rather it be you? If you would rather it be you, I want you to type in the chat box me, right? And if you don't think you should be the one benefiting off of your money, then I don't know what to tell you. Because the fact is, Forex is the largest financial market in the world. All of our money that is sitting in the bank and our savings account is already being traded and exchanged in this market. If you don't know what Forex is, it's simply one currency being exchanged for another, right? If I go to Mexico, I'm going to trade the dollar for the peso, right? When I come back, I'm going to trade the pesos that I have for the dollar, right? If I go to the UK, I'm going to trade the dollar for the pound. It's the same thing, right? But now, instead of just exchanging it, there's money that's made as these currencies increase or decrease in value. And the good news is what I'm about to show you is you don't have to know how to do any of this. That's what the software is for. But just so you have an idea, this is a $5.3 trillion per day market, and it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So would you all agree with me that if there was something that could make you money 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you didn't have to do anything but watch it, maybe if you're like Baby Drew, you might be addicted to watching the profit. you know, but the fact is, who would agree that that would be absolutely beneficial for you? So who this is for is very simple. Whether you're an expert trader, we have people on our team like Eric Garrison, who has 20 years of trading experience, who's made a ton of money and helped a ton of people, right? We have guys like me and Baby Drew, who have been trading, you know, a couple years now. You know, we've done well, but the fact is there's people that have done a lot better. But there's also a lot of people that are brand new to trading that doesn't even know what a pip is. And the good news is this is still for you. So I want to break down the very objective of this call. It's very, very simple. The best way to achieve financial freedom is through trading. This is my goal to persuade you tonight, right? And the best way to trade is through Benjamin and Hamilton. And if you don't know who Jack Ma is, he's the richest man in China. And you can look up guys like Elon Musk talking about artificial intelligence. But Jack Ma says something very, very particular that I want all of us to really consider. He said, humans will never be able to compete with artificial intelligence. And the fact is, if we can't compete with something, then it only makes sense that we use it to benefit us. And the good news is, we're about to show you how you can make that happen. Now, you're going to get to meet this man who is behind not just the algorithm, but the artificial intelligence and what we're about to show you tonight. The really crazy fact is this man scored 182 on his IQ test, which is the 93rd highest IQ test documented. Okay, now to give a little perspective, Einstein had 165, and he's considered one of the most brilliant thinkers in the world, and rightfully so, because what he said, what he did was beyond brilliant, right? So Quicksilver, who you're going to meet tonight, he's been in the market for over 2 decades. He's traded billions of dollars at the second largest hedge fund in New York. He's tripled his account for 16 years straight. And what's really, really crazy is he created the world's first AI-powered trading software, which he's going to tell you why this is different from any type of algorithm bot you may have seen, and how this is something that's never been created and something that's going to be able to benefit all of you. Now, you see Baby Drew here in the picture. You also see in the middle, this is Quicksilver. I'm over here, based on how you're looking at this, I'm on the left with my beautiful wife. Our baby's not in the picture, but on the right is the master distributor, Adam Winnick. Guys, when we saw the vision, and just so you know, I watched this for 60 days before I ever shared this with one person, because I wanted to make sure that it actually worked, right? So when I saw that it actually worked, and I realized the ethics, and I was actually friends with one of the other owners, Candace and Hassan, who you will be able to get to meet when you're a part of our company and using the software. But when I saw the power of what we had and the desire and dreams and intentions behind the people, I said, guys, I'm all in. And in the matter of the last 30 days, this is what's really, really crazy, guys. Over 270 people have joined Beat the Bank's network in the last 30 days because of the results. Now, we can't guarantee any results, but the fact are we can say that we've not had a losing month. We've not had a losing day. We're in a situation where everybody is absolutely winning, and they're not actually having to trade. So before I show you a live demonstration, Quicksilver is actually going to pull up the software. You're going to be able to see it in person, both Benjamin, which is a large compounding artificial intelligence, and Hamilton, which is made to help people with not a lot of money grow $400 to $700. Now, Albert Einstein said this, okay? Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Now, this is very, very important to understand. For one of the most brilliant thinkers in the world to say that this is the 8th wonder of the world, and that the fact is all of the wealthy that have money have figured out how to compound their money. It's very, very key that we take a hold and actually listen to what's being said. There's one or two things happening for us. Either our money's growing or it's dividing. It's either working in our favor or it's not, right? The banks give us 1% a year. The fact is they make massive, massive returns on our money, and yet they leave us in a situation we never benefit. And it's time that we do something different, because if we don't do something different, then we're going to continue to see the same statistics continue to grow, where we have 78% of people living paycheck to paycheck, 95% of the people only controlling 5% of the wealth in this country. There's something that has to change, and we have created the solution. And we believe that if you use this software, because we believe this is the best way to trade, that you too can also now begin to enjoy the power of compounding interest. So what I want to do is, I don't want to take up much more time. I want to actually invite the man himself on the call. Quicksilver, if you could pull up your screen for me. what I want you to do is I want you to show the software and just share with everyone what we have going on. Because the fact is, and I think, Drew, you also say the same thing, I've never seen something that truly has the ability like this to impact the masses and really bring a financial revolution without anybody having to be a genius or having to know how to do anything outside of, if you could, everybody type 1, 2, 3 for me in the chat box. If you could type
First of
one,
all, we're maxed out in the chat, so no one else could get on. We're maxed out.
That's crazy. So, all right, listen, if you can type 1, 2, 3, then you can set up the software too, because we have it step by step. So it's really that simple. Quicksilver, welcome to the call. Guys, give me a 555 if you're excited to hear from the man that actually created the software. Give me a thank you in the chat box, because it's absolutely a privilege that the masses finally have access to something like this. So Quicksilver, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Josh. It's good to be here. I appreciate all that. What we're going to show today is, let me go ahead and get my screen shared. Okay. What we have here is we have, I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of Benjamin, our flagship software. It is a software that is a compounding software that has an artificial intelligence by Microsoft that is powering the hedging function, the hedging / cost average function. We're going to show you a demonstration that it's a 1-year demonstration going over the real market data for the past year. It's a $5,000 account, and we're just going to get it started real quick so that we can get moving. What you're going to see is the whole year flashing by pretty quickly. This is this is basically going to show you what happens when the trades lose. Although the vast majority of the trades do win, what separates Benjamin from other softwares is the fact that when it wins, and when it loses, it ties. And what I mean by ties, it wins about 85% of the time. The 15% that loses, Benjamin's artificial intelligence will place an opposite trade or a trade in the same direction to get you out of the negative trade, so that the negative trade, as it happens, absolutely positively will, I guess I shouldn't use the word positively, but absolutely usually gets you out of the trade for a tie. Thus far, in the 6.5, 7 months that we've been live, it has yet to fail. So this is kind of where we're at. So what's going on now is you're watching a trade. It's a 1-year back test, and it's at about March of 2018 now. So, right now it's just churning its way through. I'm going to go and show you the history. And like I said before, it's not how it wins that matters, it's how it loses. That's the most impressive. As you can see, it's taking victories on a $5,000 account of 75, 76, and it's increasing the lot size as it wins. So it's actually compounding the money that you have as the trade is going through. But this isn't what's impressive. We'll wait for it to lose a couple, because it just so far hasn't lost. It should take only about a second or two. It's already in June. Here we go. Okay. What's impressive about Benjamin is this. At this point, for example, as an example, on the live market back tests, at this point right here, Benjamin determined that it was not going to win the trade. So what it did here was it decided that it was going to do a cost average, which is the same thing as a hedge, except going the same direction as the trade. So at exactly 17:01 and 27 seconds, Benjamin lost $214.24. And at 17:01 and 27 seconds, at the exact same moment, it won $218.40. So what it's showing you is that even on losses, it actually goes through. You can see it again on this loss. Here's another one. It determined here that it was not going to win. So it made a trade. At this point here, it lost $227 flat at 13.58. and it made $229 at 13.58 at the exact same moment. So basically what it means is, as it's going through, here's one that's even a better example. Benjamin made a determination at this point that it wasn't going to win. A few minutes later, it made a trade. It realized a few minutes after that that trade that it made was not very good. So it made another trade. So what it did was, at the exact same time, at 14:09, it took a 524 loss, a 54 loss, and a $588 win, all at the exact same time. So that's the benefit of what Benjamin does. Same thing, took a $238 loss, $237 win. So it actually lost $1 on that trade, but it's getting you out of the trades with a break even. So I'm very proud of the fact that it did this. Now, what's really impressive about Benjamin, and it went from about $5,000 to $8,000, almost $8,000 in a 1 year period. But it does that 7 times, more or less 7 times, because we have 7 pairs running at the same time. So what it's doing here, this was just the euro versus US dollar. It's doing this exact same thing that it did here with that $3,000 gain 7 times. Now, past performance is not indicative of future gains, but historically, that's what it's been doing. And if you check our results in all of our Facebook groups, you will see for yourself 100% that all of the customers that are running Benjamin are having phenomenal success. Now, let's talk about Hamilton, our other software. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, I have a brand new account, brand new demo account I just opened up this very second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up 2 new trades as we speak for live trading. This is going to be live. So as I open up the pairs, it runs on only 2 pairs. As you can see, it already got a trade in. It already got the trade in, and the software has begun trading. Hamilton is a software that will get you 100 trades a day under normal circumstances. If the VPS and everything is running on point, everything will be about 100 plus trades a day. What's really beautiful about this is the fact that it trades on if you look at the lot size, 0.01. What that means is it's utilizing the smallest lot size you could possibly have when making these trades. So as the software is moving, your risk levels are very, very low. So as you're looking at this, the trades here, I mean, yes, they're it's down 15 cents on these trades. So that 15-cent down is based strictly on the spread of this particular trade. But the way it works is it will continue to trade and continue to trade and continue to trade all day and take small 20-cent, 30-cent, 50-cent, $1 profits. And at the end of the day, the goal is to try to get between $15 and $40 a day. And if you have a $500 account, $15 and $40 a day is ridiculously high. It's been averaging between $400 and $700 on the 3 months that it has been beta testing. So it is extremely, extremely powerful. So that is basically, in a nutshell, the 2 softwares and what they do.
I love it. Does anybody have any quick questions for Quicksilver? It's really, really powerful that all of you know that you have full control of the software. Quicksilver, you want to go over that?
Yeah, we don't control your money at all. You send your money to whatever broker you want to send it to. Just like if you were trading the stock market, if you went to Edward Jones, you would be able to, or Ameritrade, or any one of your any trading platform. You just send your money into that broker, and you just connect our software to the broker and let it trade. The way it works is very simple. You have control to shut your trades down when you want, to take profit when you want, to change whatever pairs you want. You can do whatever you want. Like, perfect example, if I wanted to at this moment, I can shut down these trades. Let's say I want to take this 12-cent profit, just for argument's sake. I can close it down. it's a brand new account, so I got to authorize it. I want to take this 14, 13 cent profit. I can close it down. So as you can see, I've taken that profit. Now I'm just waiting for the next one. And as this is going and it's starting to take profit, I have the ability to close things down at whatever profit I'd like. So I can close it here as I see fit. And wow, I just made 9 cents, $500.09. Now, if I wanted to let it go, I have the ability to let it go and just let it close out at will. But the great thing about it is the software will trade by itself, but you have control to shut your trades off when you want, to take profit when you want, or even at the end of the week, if you just want to close it out, if you're down by $2 or $3, you can close it down when you want. So you have full control. And as far as Benjamin is concerned, Benjamin will absolutely, you have full control over that as well. You have complete control of all the lot sizes, of the pairs you run, of the risk you want to take, the profit points, your stop losses, whether you want to turn hedging on or you don't want to turn hedging on. It has the ability to do anything that you want it to do because you have the ability to control it, but you also have the ability to let it run at its base default settings and just sit back and relax. And that's basically it.
Absolutely. One of the other questions is, so what could you do from your platform? What are your permissions to my funds?
I have no ability to touch your funds or see what funds you're running. There is nothing that our software can do that will, or our company can do that has any access to knowing any part of what your money is. The only thing we do is we are a software company. We provide a software that connects to your broker and makes the trades for you. We're not financial advisors or anything like that. So we do not have access to your funds or to even know what funds you have.
Perfect, perfect. So what we'll do is we will continue on. Quicksilver, are there any final things that you want to share about the software?
No. Basically, it is what it is. We've had, nearly 7 months of ridiculous testimonials, which you can see in all of the results groups, and let people try it out. And you don't even have to put real money in it to try it. You can try it out with fake money, so you're not putting any of your money at risk, to see what everybody is so hyped up about.
Exactly. Well, Quicksilver, I appreciate you coming on here. I'm going to continue to break everything down for everyone else. And guys, if you could just give me a thank you, just show some love in the chat box for Quicksilver, and let's keep this show on the road. Obviously, there are people that are asking right now, how do we get access to it? So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling up my screen. What I'm going to do really quickly is, just because documentation beats conversation, and let me say this, past results do not guarantee future results, but I want to show you 2 FX Blue accounts, one that was super conservative and has a 112-day track record. Let me pull up here just so you can see that it is real, account type real. The profit on the account was $892. Let me pull up the stats so you can see this, guys. The deposit was $2,974. It had $800+ in profit, $892 in profit, and they made a withdrawal. This is one of the people on my team, made a withdrawal of $500. Okay, so what they saw, being super conservative. Now we know the banks give less than 1.8% a year. They were seeing this on an average return of a week, right? Now what they saw on a super conservative settings is 7.6% monthly return. Right now, this is something that's very impressive. An extra 7.6% on your month, or compounded a month with your money, that adds up. Now, I want to show you one more chat, and then I'm going to jump in, or one more FX Blue, and then I'm going to finish up and show you how you can have access to the software. Now, this gentleman right here, deposit of $11,488, and what they saw a profit of in a matter of 37 days was $4,735. Now, I want to show you this too, so you can be confirmed. Documentation beats conversation. This too is a real account. This is using the software. Now they had their risk settings a little bit higher, but again, that's the power of controlling this software. You and only you have access to control it. You and only you have access to your money. And this is something that's so powerful, because now if you don't have a lot of money, then great. That's what Hamilton's for, to make you an extra, you know, 500, an extra $700 a month. And the truth is, for so long, the question is, isn't Forex risky? It's been very risky. Actually, 96% of people that have tried to trade, learn how to trade, they failed. And the reason why is because there's a lot of human error involved when it comes to trading, whether it's being emotional, whether it's not knowing enough how to read the charts. The fact is, we don't have enough time. So the question is, what if I don't know anything about trading, or you don't have the time to learn how to trade? Again, like I just said, in the past, you had to take time to learn. People in the industry of trading, even been trading 3 years now, like I have, that's considered a newbie still in the industry. You have guys with 20 plus years of experience, and that's the people that really have learned a lot and do well trading, right? Because majority of people quit, 96% of people. So rather than wasting money trying to follow signals, whether trying to just figure out, look at charts yourself, you know, for hours and hours a day, because once you try to learn the skill set, you will spend hours and hours a day if you are successful. Well, now we have a new way, and quite frankly, a better way. And it's putting Benjamin or Hamilton to work for you, and it's beyond easy. It does the work, we enjoy the profit. So guys, to me, this is something that only makes sense. I believe everybody needs to have their money working for them, because if it's not working for you, then it's working against you, right? So the facts are, Quicksilver's trading strategy and his algorithm flat out gets results, and that partnered with Microsoft Artificial Intelligence has absolutely changed the game for everyone. Let's just do a little bit of math really quickly. Let's say you only had an account to start off with $5,000, right? Let's say that you are making 10% a month for the next 5 years on that $5,000. That compounded every single month. Now you take an account from $5,000 to $1.5 million over the next 60 months. Now, if you don't know this, it takes over 800 years for your money to double in the bank. Now, I know this is a silly question, but would all of us agree that none of us are going to live long enough to ever see our money double in the bank? And the fact is that our money is constantly doubling for the bank. So the question is, how do we now put ourselves in a situation where we're the one winning from our money? And now we have the ability to do so. We kind of already answered this question. Is it easy to get money out of my software? Yes, it is. You can withdraw, you can deposit at any time, 24/7. You are the one that has access to your account, and you alone are the one that has access to this account. Another thing that I love about this market is it's liquid, right? If I make $5,000 in a month, I can withdraw $5,000. If I make 500, I can withdraw 500. There's not a set limit that I have to leave in the account outside of what the recommended balance is for the software, which is the next question. What we suggest for Hamilton, which is a software that's bringing you, based off previous results, anywhere from $400 to $700 on accounts like $500, some starting as low as $350. You know, but we suggest at least use $500, and you should see $400 to $700 a month. And that's astronomical for the average person, just with the software making us money, right? And we already answered this. What makes this difference is this actually is a true expert advisor. This is actual artificial intelligence. This is not just an algorithm looking for indicators. This is a live organism that's reading the markets, that's actually doing work for us and constantly learning and becoming more and more profitable. And not
only that, Josh, but there's a man that stands behind the software as well that can turn it on and off when certain market conditions occur. For instance, I just got a message literally while we're on this call that says tomorrow morning the software will be off from 8:30 to 2:30. There'll be multiple instances of FOMC, ECB, and Brexit vote. So basically, there's going to be a lot of action going on in the news, which causes the market to go crazy. So what Quicksilver does is actually turns the software off during times like that. So we don't even have to worry about accounts getting blown or just anything being in high drawdown. And if you understand anything about trading, you don't even have to understand anything about trading, but if you understand anything about trading, that's huge.
Yeah, no doubt. And him saying that, Drew, I appreciate you saying that, because that's so true. It's not the fact that we just have the software that has the results that it has, is we have the man behind it that we do that truly is a genius. It's not just something that's puffed up. This guy's brilliant. And the question is, will you need to do anything? And no, all you do is you set up your software by getting back to the person that invited you to this call. And what they're going to do is they're going to help you set up. So here's my question for all of you. Who else thinks that Benjamin and Hamilton is awesome? Okay. All you got to do to get this software is get back to the person that invited you to this call. Now see, how much is the software? So let me get into that really quickly. The good news is you can have the software free. If you use the software and you refer 3 other people to the company, they'll actually waive your monthly fee. And what I'm going to do is I'm about to show you. So who this works for, it's very simple. Whether you've never traded or invested before, whether you're an expert trader, whether you only have $500 to $1,000 to invest, or if you're mega wealthy and you have $10 million+ to invest, this is something that still works for you. For people with less money, we have Hamilton. For people with more money, we were seeing, and you saw documented proof of anywhere 0.7% all the way up to 30+% a month compounded working for us. And you know, you have $100,000 with 10-30%. That's not a bad monthly return. But the good news is a $5,000 account can grow to being a 7-figure account in 5 years just based on 10% a month. Now, again, nothing's guaranteed, but these are the results that we're seeing. So here's my question to you. And we're going to end the call with this after I show you how much it costs to have access to it today. If you use the same software that all of us, over 4,000 of us, are using right now, do you believe that you would have the same results that we are? If you use the same software that we are, that's helping us win right now, do you believe that would make you profitable, which is the whole point of trading? No one needs to just be trading. We need to be profitable. And that's what we have here. And I want to go over a couple of things that you get with this software and the total value of it, what you're going to get. Okay, number one, we get the Benjamin and Hamilton software valued at $3,000 a month. Okay, the chat room and VIP support. We have a VIP support. We also have a chat room. We also have one for our team as well. And that's $197 value. Now, another thing you get is a Forex tax advisor. Now, this is massive, guys. The money that you make, you actually have someone with over 2 decades of experience that's helping you keep the most money that you possibly can. Okay, if you decide to share this with other people, there's a business growth system that Adam Winnick has created, which is absolutely amazing and already set up in funnels for us. Another thing we're going to do is, because you're getting started with us now, we're also going to give you 3 event tickets to our event coming up in February down in Miami, where Quicksilver will be sharing his strategy, where he's tripled his account every single month for the last 16 years. And he's going to be showing how he did it, and you will have access to that. All you have to pay is the $47 cost on the actual events and supplies. That's something that we give free. The tickets are $497 at the door. All of this is included. I don't want to go on about that anymore. For $200 one time, you pay $199, and it's $145 a month. You share it with 3 people. The system's free. You share it with more than 3 people, where you're getting paid every single month to have a artificial intelligence software that's making you money. So think about it like this, guys. The cost is $145 a month, right? If you don't have it for free or you're not getting paid. What's crazy is if you're just using Benjamin, right? Or if you're just using Hamilton, which is our set fixed income trader that's we've seen $400 to $700 a month. Let's just say the average is $500. You're still making $350 of profit, even with the cost of the software. Does that make sense with everyone? We have a solution to help the masses, and what we desire to do is to show everyone how to beat the banks. And finally, all of us get to a place where we don't have to worry about being in a place of financial struggle or worry or debt. We absolutely have the ability to change our life. And let me say this, I see a couple questions in the chat box. How many accounts can we hook up to it? When you pay $199, you can also buy 2 additional licenses for $70. Now, the cool thing is it's $145 a month, and you can have 2 more softwares. Now, Drew, you want to share why you did that? You can have 2 more softwares. Yeah. For $70 a month each. So let's just do some simple math. You're paying $145 plus $140. You're paying $285 to have 3 softwares that are making you $400 to $700. Drew, share what you've made, if you don't mind, and obviously throw the disclaimer on there. But share what you've just seen today alone off of your 3 softwares.
All right, I'll show you. Damn, I wish I could share my screen. I could, but it'd be a little complicated. So on my FX Choice account, today I've made, okay, the day switch, but I think it's like $24 on that account. On my JFX account, I've made probably another, I think 19. And it's not 24 hours yet, so. And then my other account, I think it's probably like 17. Basically, if you do the math, it'll be about 500 for the month on each account, which is $1,500 a month. Of course, minus the 280. So we're looking at roughly $1,200 a month in profit just on these 3 accounts. And my goal is to get my weight up to about 3,000 with these 3 accounts and switch one of them to a Benjamin. So it makes more sense to do that. If you put 3 grand in a Benjamin, and I mean, you're good.
It's going to grow. It's going to grow. So guys, this is what we're going to do. We want to invite you to go ahead and get back to the person that got you on this call. I'm going to show this one more time. It's $200 to get started right now, and it's $145 a month. Whoever showed you this, get back to them right now so you can start profiting immediately. Once you get started, we have a step-by-step process to help you get your software set up. We actually do setup calls as well. We understand you're not IT and you don't know everything about computers and stuff. The good news is we've made an easy system to help you set this up. And all of us would agree that if someone's going to make money off of our money, it should be us, not the banks. So let's beat the banks, and welcome to the world's first ever artificial intelligence software that's finally helping the masses win. Thank you for getting on this call tonight. Again, get back to the person that invited you to this call, message them right now and say, send me the link so I can go ahead and set my software up, and let's get this thing on the road. Much love. Happy 2019. Artificial intelligence is not just a great idea. It is absolutely necessary for the masses to become successful in the Forex trading market. And this is the new way to trade. I'll see you guys soon. Again, my name's Josh Feltz, and I appreciate you taking time to get on this call. Let's beat the banks. Cheers.